Today we are going to plant sunflower seeds. If you don't have a plant pot at home, it doesn't matter, because what you can do is you can look at the junk that you've got in the house and try and find an old tub that will work instead. So I've got a cottage cheese tub here. The only thing you've got to look at is to make sure it's between about 7.5 and 10 centimetres wide. And mine is about 8.5, so that's going to work okay. If you do have a little plant pot, feel free to use it, but not all of us have them in the house. I'm going to use one that I prepared earlier, because you can't just use a tub that doesn't have holes in the bottom. Normal plant pots have these drainage holes, see if you can see them here, and that's so that when you water your seed, all the extra water goes out, because if it doesn't go out the bottom, then it's going to rot your seed and it won't grow. The easiest way I find of doing this, and I would ask an adult if I was only 6 or 7, is to find a screwdriver, and then you very carefully press in and twist round so that you get these nice holes. But an adult will need to help you with that then. The next thing you need to do is to fill your pot with soil. If you have compost at home, fantastic. Compost is soil with some extra food in it to help the seedling grow. But if not, you just need to get soil from a flower bed somewhere. A nice friendly neighbour or one of your family members if you don't have your own garden. Remember to ask first before you ever take soil from anywhere. We're going to make the hole now to put our seeds in. And I have already marked 2.5 centimetres depth on this pencil. That little mark. Now, what you do is you take your pencil and you pop it into the soil down to the mark where the green mark is, the 2.5 centimetre mark. Make your hole. Then I get my sunflower seeds. Now these are the kind of sunflower seeds that you've got. It's a kind called Titan and they grow really tall. Get your seed and pop it in. Press it into the bottom and then gently cover it with the soil. And now it's time to water our seed. I have a little tray to put my tub in because I don't want to water all over the place. And I have a watering can, but you can just use a cup or you can use a squeezy water bottle to put some water in. I'm just going to water it, just like that. And if there was any extra water, it would come out the holes at the bottom. See how the extra bit's already coming out? Sunflower seeds like to be really hot when they're growing, so we can make our own mini greenhouse to go on top of our plant pot. You need a clear bottle for this, and then you're going to get an adult to help you make a hole in the bottle, cut all the way around until you're left with this. This is called a cloche, and as I say, it acts like a mini greenhouse. You put it on top of your plant pot, and that keeps the soil and all the air round about where the seedling's going to grow really nice and hot. So you need to find a nice sunny windowsill to put your plant pot on, and I've put a saucer down just so that it doesn't ruin the paintwork underneath on the windowsill when we're watering it. It's always a good idea to take yours outside when you're watering it too. Go with a little cloche. Now you will have to check every day to see if your soil has dried out, and if so, you need to put a little bit of water in it. Not too much, a little bit of water, and remember to put your cloche back on top once you've done that. But also, you'll need to check every day to see if the seedling has started to come through. And once that little bit of green, the little mini plant, the seedling comes through, then you need to remove your cloche and just grow on your sunflower until it's about, probably about this big. And then you can move it outside. Now there are lots more instructions in here that you can have a look at, and I cannot wait until the end of August to see how tall your sunflowers have grown over the summer. But before then, you can post photographs of you planting your sunflower seeds and of your seedlings appearing on our Zone Tasks Challenge. But until then, you can post photographs of you planting your sunflower seeds, looking after them, watering them, and maybe some of your seedlings coming through and how they get on a special thread on the Zone Tasks and Class Questions channel. Happy planting!